Hello, I'm Julia Dawson, the Client Service Coordinator at the Division of Youth Services. We are excited to share this video with you as we value family and recognize the important role you have in the lives of the youth in our care. This video will cover a wide range of topics to give you an overall picture of the program your youth will be engaged in, share the resources available to you, and hear from other families who have experience with DYS. The focus of the Division of Youth Services is on treatment services, education, and a safe transition back into the community. It is proven that your engagement, participation, and communication plays a vital role in your youth's long-term success. We hope this video provides insight and clarity into DYS and some of the resources available to you. The best way to stay connected to your youth is through visitation. All youth centers have visitation hours where you and other approved family members can schedule a time to meet with your youth. Visitation information can be found on our website, and we encourage you to visit as often as possible. Prior to visiting a youth center, please leave all personal belongings in your vehicle except for your ID. As you walk up to the front doors, you will need to press the buzzer outside the doors, usually on a silver plate with a speaker. Once inside, you will sign in and show your ID to the staff member at the front desk so they can verify that you are the approved visitor. Once you are checked in, you will then go through a security screening process, which may include metal detection, drug detection, and contraband detection systems. After you clear the screening process, a staff member will guide you through to the visitation area. After the visitation session is over, a staff member will walk you back to the entrance area where you will sign out. If you are unable to visit in person, another way to stay connected is to speak to your youth on the phone or through virtual visitation. DYS encourages family visitations and phone calls as you are a very important person on your child's team. We hope that by sharing this process and walking through a real youth center entrance, it can reduce the uncertainty or nervousness that a first-time visitor may experience. Many times, the most asked question by family members is, where is my youth staying or sleeping? Or what is my youth experiencing right now? This is an understandable concern for new families. All youth reside in a large living space we call a pod, which is essentially a wing of the building with several bedrooms, private individual bathrooms, and a living room type space with areas for activities, treatment, and groups to be held. Youth in all centers are assigned their own private bedroom with a door that locks and a window that allows in natural outdoor lighting. A youth's day-to-day life can vary with a wide variety of programs, services, educational opportunities, and activities. All youth centers have an education program with classrooms and libraries. Commitment youth centers will also have vocational programming areas such as construction trades, barbering, residential wiring, and culinary classes. There are recreational areas located both indoors and outdoors on every campus that provide space for exercise, such as basketball, baseball, and field space for games. All youth centers have a central dining location, which is similar to what you may see in a high school setting. The dining area has multiple tables and an area where youth are provided their meals and can sit with other youth while they eat. There are also medical services available and on-site at all youth centers to ensure all youth have access to high-quality medical care.
What normally happens in the Family Advisory Council meetings?
Families can talk about any feedback they might have for the facility. Sometimes they have concerns, sometimes they have really good feedback, about things that are happening that they like to see. Directors will give an update about what's going on at their center for the month. So you actually were the person who started a Family Advisory Council at a detention center rather than a commitment facility. What did you feel were the benefits?
It was important to bring families in and give them a voice and a process that some of them didn't have much information on. And so to understand that they are living in an environment where they are treated humanely and with respect, that they're given all of their meals, they're given proper medical care, they're given whatever arises, mental health, whatever situations arise, that we're able to meet their needs and to really answer their questions and concerns that they may have so that they would feel better and know that they are not removed just because their kid is in detention.
There are currently 2 types of family meetings that involve other families going through similar experiences as you. One of these is the Family Advisory Council, which was just discussed. The second is the Family Support Group. This group was established to be a safe, non-judgmental place for family members of youth placed in DYS to support each other as they go through a difficult time. Any adult family member of a youth who has had involvement in DYS, either detained or committed, is welcome to attend. There's never a wrong time to connect with others who are or have similar experiences. The meetings are confidential. There are no DYS staff involved in these meetings. The group is facilitated by a parent of a former DYS youth. The Family Support Group is currently a virtual meeting held every month.
We're joined today by family members who have experience with the support groups. To start out, can you give a little history of your experience with the Family Support Group?
We didn't know that anything existed like this, that there was support out there for us.
We've met a whole host of people that are in the same scenario that we were in, or are going through that same thing. And it kind of helps you deal with those emotions that you really might not know what to do, work through it.
So what was your first experience when your youth entered DYS?
Confusion, very overwhelming, very hard to navigate. You didn't know where to be, what to do, what to think. You get pulled in so many different directions. It was really scary.
What would have been more helpful to you?
All of it. That's a true and valid statement too, because you really don't, if you don't have any experience, you don't know where to go, you don't know who to turn to, you don't understand what is happening with your child, what's it look like inside the facility, what are the expectations for visitation. The group kind of helps put all of that into perspective, and it gives you a place to ask those questions. For us as a new family, you were instrumental in helping us understand and deal with those emotions and actions and questions that we just had nobody to turn to. And I think having that knowledge to start out would have been a lot easier for us, not quite as stressful if we had understood how that process works and how you go through that.
What tips or encouragement would you give to families who are new to DYS at this point?
The families that are involved with the child that's incarcerated need to understand that you're there to support your family, your individual, and the group itself is there to support those families. It really is tough to come to terms with the emotions that go with that and the understanding that you didn't do this. There's all kinds of things that you think of, and really the group kind of helps you work through them and be able to express them in a healthy outlet so that you're not ashamed of the situation you're in. You understand what brought you here. You understand how to proceed through it.
DYS wants to make sure that every family has access to the resources, groups, and information that they need to process and support their child. To find answers to common questions that may come up, the Family Engagement Committee has put together a handbook for you. This can be found on the Division of Youth Services website under the Families of Clients page or linked on the Youth Center page where your youth resides. Thank you for your time and attention. We hope this video has been helpful and informative.